ForGG has no minerals at his main, nothing. He's mining out of his natural himself, and he can't be in a very good position because Stork has been mining off more bases for much more longer, just been macroing up, producing a lot of forces. ForGG just hasn't been able to produce as many scans going off, trying to spot everything, just going to kill as much as he can off that ramp. Probes actually blocking there. And ForGG just slowly losing, despite the fact that he's done some decent harassment there. He's in a very bad position. Now going to float his original command center away from his main towards the 4 o'clock location to try to establish a base there. We're going to see whether he's successful in that. If Stork stops that from happening, that's going to be game right there. ForGG again going to move towards the 2 o'clock position. He knows if he can prevent this 2 o'clock position from mining, then he'll be in a pretty decent position. He's still mining at his natural himself, and he's pretty good there, just producing enough troops, despite the fact he's lost so many, he's still behind. But if he manages to prevent Stork from getting any more expansions and prevent mining in this 2 o'clock while establishing his own 4 o'clock, he will slowly be able to get back into this game. Templar Archives now out for Stork, so he will be seeing some Templar out fairly soon. Tanks sieging up, getting in position along with Vultures to support, but they're all getting engaged with Zealots and Dragoons, instantly get killed. More areas of tank waiting. Stork not quite being allowed to establish his 2 o'clock position. That's where ForGG is doing a good job, putting on some pressure, but now Stork has weapons one, where ForGG I don't even think has an armory yet. Yeah, I'm used to seeing Terrans having a crap load of upgrades while the protoss have none, but this is a completely different situation here. Stork just gonna keep around. He's now mining at the 2 o'clock, has a decent amount of forces. ForGG meanwhile, they're gonna move with Vultures on the other side, gonna plant mines and run away. All in all, can try to engage, just kind of off the side, trying to split Stork's attention from different locations, but Stork has a large mass of Dragoons as well as Zealots at the 2 o'clock, so that's not going to be able to help. There's, meanwhile, one mine has been planted at the 10 o'clock location where Stork will not be able to expand right away. He's putting pylons around, but he's going to need something a little bit more. Now the Zealots are going to run right down towards these tanks. Many of them going to take down. The first 4 tanks are going to be taken down. Meanwhile, right afterwards, the Zealots are going to move back a little bit. Some of them get taken down. Stork not quite pushing because ForGG had a pretty decent positioning there for himself. An observer out there for Stork, spotting all the expansions for ForGG. ForGG still mining at his natural as well as mining at the 4 o'clock. Meanwhile, now Stork has a few minerals still left as mineral only. Still mining at the 2 o'clock, still mining natural, trying to establish the 10 o'clock. And if that is allowed to happen, he's going to be in pretty good position. He did block that off with pylons. So ForGG is not going to be able to break that down unless he sacrifices a tank or two. And that's exactly what he can't do. He has to keep on the pressure. That's what he's focusing on this 2 o'clock location for. He knows if he'll be able to take that out as well as along with a bunch of the pylons, he's going to be in a pretty decent position to try to get back into this game. But overall, he's still losing. Stork just dominating overall, taking all the engagements. That's the problem. If ForGG at least takes half of the engagements, he would have been able to be in a much better position, but he's losing too many forces compared to how many Stork. Stork just sacrificing a bunch of his own Zealots, but for him that's alright. He can afford to. Has some Dark Templar there out as well. So they're going to try to engage. Some scans going off though. He's going to make ForGG waste those scans until he can move out with those Dark Templar and kill everything. More Vultures now moving in for ForGG. And Stork finally now establishing the 10 o'clock base. And still not taking up, still just have that Templar tech. Meanwhile, at the same side, ForGG not taking up at all. Just stick to tanks to Vultures. Of course, he would tech up if Stork teched up. Get some. You need science missiles to help counter arbiters. But Stork smartly actually not going higher tech. He knows that he could overextend himself if he tries to go for a higher tech level, because he doesn't have as much mining as he would want to have. So he's going to stick to these Dragoons and these Zealots. Just an overall not gas-heavy army. Just a mineral-heavy army instead. That's what I think Stork has done overall a very good job, because he can just sacrifice these Zealots. ForGG also has been using more mineral-heavy build. Just a lot and lots and lots of Vultures. No Goliaths to be seen. Again, now a shuttle going to run in for the Stork. Is going to go at this base. I assume that has a Reaver inside. Yes, indeed. And the Reaver actually going to hide itself in the engineer bay. Going to start to go to work on this base. Oh, they showed away just before the engagement happening. Now, meanwhile, ForGG moving out to 2 o'clock. Bunch of these 6 SCVs have been killed now. And Stork's going to move in even closer. Some Vultures. And there's also 2 Dark Templar inside that shuttle. There is a scan that's going off. But, oh, they get picked up before they get killed, I believe. Stork now moving his probes around towards the 10 o'clock to try to establish it, and that's not going to get taken down. I think that one base is going to give Stork the advantage that he needs to take down this entire map. ForGG again losing forces that he's been trying to move to the 2 o'clock base, but ForGG just doing an overall job of keeping his loss. Stork has lost all the probes at that location, been forced to move those away. and almost has lost his Nexus, but the Nexus still holding somehow miraculously. Stork just managing to hold that location, and meanwhile just harass everything that Stork has. Again, a Scarab going off, carrying several Vultures, not as much SCVs, not as many SCVs this time. Now ForGG finally again gonna move in with tanks and Vultures towards this location. Dragoons killing, or being killed more like, as they move away from that. Nexus has been taken down at that location by Stork, but now he has established mining at the 10 o'clock, so has some idle probes at that location, some random mines everywhere that don't set themselves off. I don't quite understand how Stork manages to just walk past mines. They're like, oh, then no, I'm Jesus. They don't. Mines don't attack me. Mines don't blow up in my face. They just kind of pacify themselves. So Stork again moving downwards, killing tanks, clearing mines with his zealots. And right afterwards, he sends in his Dragoons to clean up. Oh, ForGG has sent some tanks, try to engage from the side, but they still instantly get caught by the Dragoons. Stork losing some of his own Dragoon army, quite a few of them in fact, has some Dragoons on the other side engaging those tanks that were trying to come in to reinforce. And this is going to prevent him from forcing quite in, because ForGG is going to have enough position, but now he has no mining at the at the 10 o'clock, has a Dark Templar there. Not quite sure if a scan went off or not. Oh, the Dark Templar is just going to go to work and everything. That scanner did actually get taken down. There was a Reaver there alongside, and Stork, despite losing the 2 o'clock, just in a very good position. He's done so much, despite having lost one of his own mining bases. GG from ForGG. Oh boy. So yeah, that is that. For those of you that didn't notice, I'm a little bit tired because I stayed up until 5 a.m. playing StarCraft. I shouldn't do that because I have crap a lot of homework to do. What were you gonna do? So Stork doing good job. Yeah, ForGG just knew that there was no coming back. He should have been able to play more technically, but just, you know, he would have just lost and lost, because while he managed to kill out one of Stork's bases, he lost one of his own mining bases, and when that happened, that was it. So Stork moves on to the semifinals, and this is looking out to be a freaking awesome MSL so far. If I understand the groupings correctly, it's going to be 0 against Luxury, and Stork against Jongbi. So we're going to have Stork against Jongbi. Stork has always said that he has a hard time playing against Jongbi. And overall, we're going to see how that happens for him. And I look really forward to seeing. Because Stork himself, though, is a very good PvP player. Not to discount Jongbi there. So we're going to have 2 mirror matchups in the semifinals. And no matter what, we're going to have a ZVP in the finals, which I really look forward to. So it's going to be the newcomer 0 against Luxury and what is assumed to be an epic ZVZ, which I can't actually say instantly Luxury will win, because if there was another matchup, Luxury probably would, but in a ZVZ, the way that it's played, and Zero has proven himself to be a very good and competent ZVZ player, he could actually move on to the finals to face either Jongbi or Stork, and depending on what happens, we could be seeing some awesome stuff, and we could actually be seeing, if I understand this correctly, we could be seeing a rematch in the finals of the WCG finals, where Luxury and Stork played, if I remember correctly, and Luxury beat Stork 2-0. So he might be wanting a little bit revenge here, but he's going to have to get through his teammate and second ace of Samsung to get to the finals. And Stork could actually be on the way of getting his first MSL, and that would be freaking awesome. So GG guys overall. Look forward to me for the semifinals. I'm hoping personally that I'll be able to duel some of those with Nuke. I might have a sort of a hype preview prediction video soon. Might not. We're gonna see. And overall, yeah. GG guys, ranching out.